Here at MMCD, treating by the helicopter is how we treat the majority of our wetland acres every summer, and you as a technician can help us out by helping load the helicopter. The FOSS in charge of aircrew will train you throughout the day, but this video will give you an overview of what Airwork looks like and how to be prepared and safe on your first day. In the morning, before you leave, make sure you have everything you'll need for the day. The required PPE for helicopter work is a safety vest, an N95 if you're using BTI, eye protection, ear protection, and gloves. Some things that we would recommend that you bring are a hat, sunscreen, good shoes that you won't mind standing in all day, plenty of water, and food and snacks. It's important to be prepared since Airwork can go until 6 or 7 p.m. and you might be standing in the hot sun for the majority of the day. Once you have what you need and the FOSS gives the okay, you can head to your assigned truck and head to the first landing zone. At the landing zone, or LZ, you'll be instructed on where to park your truck and how to help set up the first load. Follow the lead of the FOSS and experienced aircrew members. For BTI treatments, we set up 2 rows of 8 bags, 15 feet apart, for a total of 16 bags per load. Sometimes we'll put out multiple rows per side for multiple helicopter landings. Always double check that we have the right number of bags placed out because an uneven load can affect the stability of the helicopter. We lean the bags away from the incoming helicopter and make sure they won't fall over when the helicopter lands. To cut the top off the bags, first poke a hole in the bag to release the vacuum seal. Shake out the bag to settle the material. Then, using a safety cutter, cut the bag below the seam to ensure the material doesn't get stuck on the seam. While you're waiting for the helicopter to come, touch base with the team to see who's loading, what side you're going to be on, and how you want to load. There's a few methods for loading the helicopter, which we'll show you later in the video. You'll also want to make sure you have your PPE ready. Try it all on first to make sure that you can get it on quickly when the helicopter does come. Once you see the helicopter coming, put on your PPE and wait off to the side. Don't start walking towards the helicopter until it has fully landed. Before we talk about loading, these are the top safety rules for working around the helicopter. The most important rule is to never go towards the back of the helicopter. The tail rotor of the helicopter spins extremely fast and it's hard to see, but unfortunately it's at eye level, so it would probably kill you if you ran into it. There's also hot exhaust coming off the back that could burn you. These are some of the rules that we have to make sure you don't go towards the back of the helicopter. Always walk around the front of the helicopter, stay within eyesight of the pilot, and walk, don't run. Also, if a bag blows away from you, don't automatically run towards it. Stop to assess the situation and talk to the pilot if there's a bag near the back of the helicopter. They can go get it for you. We also never stand on anything above the ground when the helicopter is in sight. This means no standing in truck beds or on material truck beds, even if they're parked away from where the helicopter is. This rule is important so we don't mindlessly climb into a truck and be near the main rotor. The last rule is to never throw anything around the helicopter. Say you need to cut a bag while the helicopter is landed. Don't have somebody throw you a bag cutter. If the cutter hits the main rotor, it could damage the rotor or be shot back at somebody at a very high speed. Now that you know how to be safe around the helicopter, you can help load. First, open up the hopper to check to make sure that there isn't a lot of material in there. If there is, stop people from loading and tell the pilot. This is a sign that the hopper is clogged. There are 2 methods commonly used to load the helicopter. In both, we usually have 2 people per side. The first method is each person rotates through lifting the bag, dumping it in the hopper, and securing the empty bag. In this method, usually the 2 people will go in a circle so they're not running into each other. The second method is having one person lift the bag, then hand it off to the next person to dump it into the hopper. The person dumping the bag will usually use their feet to secure the empty bags. Both work, just communicate with your partner before the helicopter comes to decide what you want to do. Also, when you're loading, don't stand on the chute. It might look like a nice step, but it's not meant to be stood on. When loading, if you notice anything fall into the hopper that shouldn't, whether it's a cut top from a BTI bag or a bracelet that falls into the hopper, stop loading and let the pilot know right away. We don't want anything in there that could clog the chute. Once you're done loading, the last person should swipe away any material from the lip of the hopper, then close the lid. Grab any empty bags and walk away from the helicopter, remembering to not go towards the back. Once everybody's done loading and everybody's off to the side, the pilot will take off. Before taking a break, we want to make sure the next load is ready to go, so we're going to repeat the process of setting up the BTI bags. While we wait for the helicopter to come, always look out for members of the public. People can watch, but they need to stay out of the path of the helicopter. Let the FOSS know if you notice somebody. The FOSS or somebody experienced can go talk to them to answer questions and to let them know where they can be. Throughout the day, we'll move to different LZs. So when it's time to move, make sure you know where you're going and that your load is secure. We don't want cardboard or bags to fly out the back of your truck. Also, we don't want anybody suffering from heat exhaustion, so make sure you're drinking plenty of water. Timing is important during airwork, but if you need to sit in an AC truck for a minute or if you need a bathroom break, that's totally fine. Just communicate with your FOSS. Your FOSS will do more training with you since each facility does things a little bit differently, but now you should have a good overview of what airwork is and how to safely get through your first day.